Hello fellow Kafka enjoyers. In my last video you guys smashed my like goal of 2 or 3 likes, which means yes, I am going to try the crit cup build. If you guys were keeping up with the Honkai Star community, you probably noticed a lot of people talking about whether crit, attack, or even break effect would be Kafka's best stat to use or focus on. And in my last video I used the standard attack build, which seems to be her most optimal according to most people, except now I want to try her crit build. Now briefly before I get into the build and showcase, I would like to explain my reasons as to why I chose not to build a crit Kafka for myself. The first one is one that most people know by now, which is that DOTs can't crit. Even so though, people build a crit Kafka because her skill, her follow-up, and her ultimate initial damage does crit. The second reason though is that there's no actual crit on her like kit. For example, the traces don't have crit, and most Nihility Lycons don't. Only I think Silver Wolf's 5-star one is the only one that does. And the main reason though is just the fact that I find the dot playstyle enjoyable, and I really wanted to try it out as opposed to using the typical crit builds that like every other DPS uses. I also just like seeing the mobs explode when they take all that DOT damage at once, not gonna lie. Yep, and he's dead. So getting into the build, as you can see, it's not the best crit ratio because, as I said, it's pretty hard to get crit stats. However, I do have 3,400 attack to make up for it, so this is probably more like a hybrid build if anything. But you'll see why. Unfortunately, I only have one set bonus, which is the 2-piece lightning damage bonus, because I used some other artifacts so I can get higher crit values for the video. But to make up for this, I did use attack boots, because usually you would get like 20% attack from the Sizzling Band of Thunder 4-piece, and then you would also get 24% from Space Filling Station. So I think this makes up for it, since typically you would use speed boots on the crit build, because without it she's pretty slow. She only has 106 speed. Although she has her Lycon, she would get a little bit more than that. So if you see here, we have the headpiece. This one's pretty crazy. Has attack percent, crit rate, crit damage, break effect. All great stats. This one's kind of mid, but it has a lot of crit damage rolls, so I decided to use it. This one is also pretty good. It has 11% attack, crit damage, crit rate, effect rate as well, and then even a break effect. And then these boots are also amazing, as you've probably seen already. Speed, crit rate, crit damage, and break effect. The orb is the same one because I did not really want to level up a whole other orb for this. So this definitely could be improved, although it does have some crit rate. And then this is just a crazy rope with a bunch of crit rate and crit damage along with speed, although not on set. So that's how the build's looking. I'm using her signature Lycon, the same one as my last showcase. So now let's see how she fares. Now, where else to try Kafka than MOC 10, which I actually did 30-star, not to flex as a free-to-play player. But here we go with Kafka. It does have lightning weakness. I'm going to use a HYPERCARRY Kafka build for this because I want to see just Kafka's numbers here, since I did use Shampoo last time with her. Now I'm going to enter with the famous Gyat technique. Yes, there we go. I'm very curious to see how much damage she's going to do with her dots, because we are sacrificing some attack with this build. However, she does have a lot of attack, so I think it should overall be okay. So I'm gonna damage boost her with Tinging, as well as attack booster. And let's see how much she does with a follow-up attack.
Stand still.
12,000. Usually I only do like 5,000 with those. However, it didn't kill, as you can see. So I'm not sure how useful that is. We'll have to see against the bosses. Let's see her ult right here.
Never last.
Now I'm wondering how much lower it would be against these enemies. 86k. That's a lot of damage actually. And now let's see the blasts. 13 and 15. It's not bad at all. And just like that, she already has her ult up. This is why I love Kafka. It's insane. energy regeneration somehow.
Good time.
We send a whole other ult right here.
Boom.
Boom. 67k. Now that's huge as well. And let's see how much a follow-up attack can do here again.
Relax.
Another 14k. That's crazy. Now the great thing about my build is I do have a lot of crit rate, so she will be critting a lot. Make sure to maximize this. 49k. That's a huge amount of damage.
Stand still.
10k. Wow. But he only took 16k on the dot. Gonna attack me. Just being annoying for no reason. Now we're going to go into a break. She does have a lot of break effect for some reason with this build too, so should be pretty good. 45k just like that. That's pretty nice. I'm gonna just basically finish them off with this ult here. Should be able to. On when they take the next turn probably. 49k. Okay. I'm not sure if that's more. I feel like I probably could have done more there on my dot build. 9k. I'm not sure if that crit. I don't think it crit. That's another thing about this build is when it doesn't crit. See 22k. Usually I would do more of that. Whenever. Oh wow. Oh my. Hold on, guys. Be right back. So as I was saying before, I was really into a lot, dude. What I'm noticing here is that her like skill on 3 targets, the damage does seem to be like probably higher because usually I did not have a skill, my bad. Usually when I play with her, I notice that she's mostly single target with her skill since the adjacent targets don't take that DOT damage. I'm gonna try probably not to kill this guy because I want to heal up for the 3rd round. But he should be dead already anyways, don't worry about it. Boom, 11k. So probably her dots here, or like definitely her dots here are going to be a little bit lower, but not by much, especially if you have relics with attack percent like I do. I have quite a bit of relics with attack percent. Please don't. Nice. So if you can manage to get relics and still maintain a lot of attack, this is definitely a pretty nice build, I would say. Never mind. I'm gonna try to save Natasha's ult. And also I just realized I probably should have used the skill on Tingyun. I did not see that. Not the best player to see. Okay, well, I still don't need to use it. Alright, so let's set Kafka up for some big damage. I will say though, it's pretty nice to see Kafka doing a lot of damage with her follow-ups. Like that 11k, that's pretty nice. 48k because of the break, and if I can get her to do a follow-up into an ult. Okay, that's not enough to break. I think I'm gonna have to use the heal. No, they're gonna just do this. Alright, so I should be fine. I'll use the heal then. So yeah, the damage does look to be actually really good, I would say. Pretty good. Should be able to break the person on the right. And then into a follow-up on the left. 12k like that. Really nice. Maybe the one on the left is dead. Let's see. 20k. Okay, she did die. And then I'm just gonna get some weakness break in there. Hostile.
May as well kill 'em all.
Oh, nice. 17k. Not bad. And then follow up here. I'm gonna make sure to keep up this buff. And she's pretty much dead now. This last hit. 19k. Very nice. So honestly, as we back out here, let's get out of here. And let's go somewhere a little nicer than this. So after that experience, I would say my impressions is that it worked very well, actually. I think it was a very good build. However, damage-wise, I wouldn't say I saw any significant increase or a significant decrease either. I think it was pretty near a dot build, I would say, the one I have. So I think if you're building Kafka and all you have is some create artifacts, you can definitely use them and honestly perform very well, I would say. I probably the only issue is maybe if you won't be able to get an insane amount of speed if you want to use it to activate other like DPS dots, like Sampo for example. Even though I do have a very low amount of speed, as I said earlier, you would probably use speed boost instead and just make up with that for the fact that you would use the set bonuses. But I definitely think Crit Kafka is a good way to go. But before I end this video, there's something I want to try, because I was thinking, since her follow-up is a follow-up attack, I was wondering how she would do if you paired her in Elation and just made her go guns blazing and follow-up attacks. So I'm going to try to get a good video of me doing an Elation run and see how that works out. So my runs were going pretty mid, to be honest. Especially this one was going pretty mid. And then I was at the last occurrence and I was like, oh, I'm gonna need a Ruan May if I want to save this run. And yeah, I actually got one. Now I have every single preservation blessing. So I don't know how good this is gonna be. Even though this is an Elation run, I have preservation blessings. I have some decent ones. I have for Elation. Where is Elation at? Right here. I have some aftertaste damage, and then just increased follow-up damage overall. We'll see how it goes. I brought Japard along. Maybe he'll make this crazy. And I even brought Clara. I just want to see how this goes, to be honest. Oh, good. Alright. 46k on a regular. Okay, that's crazy. I should activate this. Activate this. And then that's nice. Okay, okay, Clara. I guess I'll activate this because why not? And this too. Okay, let's see how much damage Kafka does in a follow. I'm not expecting that much. Let's see. Oh, okay. She did 108k damage. Nice, nice. That makes a lot of sense. Alright. Good luck on Clara, perfect. 232k. He's dead. Alright, come on, Kafka. 76k on the follow-up attack, okay. Okay. Can Kafka finish this off? Boom. Well, okay. Here, you guys saw it. Elation Kafka is real, guys. And preservation for some reason. So I guess to end off this video, all I have to say is the crit build is definitely, honestly, a great build if you can manage to get very good stats on them. It's really hard to achieve, though. I would say it's pretty unreachable for most people, probably. But overall, if you have it, go for it. And as a disclaimer, I'm not trying to prove which one is better with this video. I just wanted to have a fun showcase and let you guys see yourself. Also with the HYPERCARRY Kafka as well. So don't forget to leave a like on this video and comment as well.